okay. Take a deep breath. And if the holidays feel heavy this year, I want you to know something before anything else. You are not alone. You're not doing anything wrong, and nothing about you is failing or struggling right now. Because even though this season is supposed to be bright and merry and magical, real life doesn't pause just because the calendar says it should. Some years, the holidays don't feel like a celebration. They feel like pressure. They feel like a reminder of everything that's hard or missing or uncertain. And if that's where you are tonight, I want to sit with you in that truth, gently, without judgment. Let's just name it. The holidays can be hard. They can be emotionally heavy. They can make you feel out of place or behind or even disconnected. Maybe you're navigating grief this season. You're missing someone you used to celebrate with. Maybe it's your first Christmas without a parent, a grandparent, a friend, a relationship, or the version of your life you thought you'd have by now. And grief doesn't care that the world is covered in twinkling lights. It doesn't match the energy of holiday music or festive gatherings. It simply is quiet, deep, tender, and real. Maybe it isn't grief. Maybe it's pressure. Pressure to buy gifts you can't afford. Pressure to show up with energy you don't have. Pressure to smile for photos you don't feel ready to take. Pressure to pretend everything is okay so no one asks questions you don't want to answer. It's exhausting to carry expectations, especially when your heart or your budget is already stretched thin. So, if the financial side of the holidays feels overwhelming, if you find yourself apologizing for the gifts you wish you could give, or feeling embarrassed that this year looks a little different from the others, please hear me clearly. Your value is not measured by presents, spending, or aesthetic holiday moments. Your presence, your love, your effort, your heart is enough. Even when money is tight, even when you're tired, even when you feel like you're barely hanging on. And maybe for you, it's loneliness this year. Being surrounded by people or being surrounded by no one at all. That can make the holidays feel heavier than any other time of the year. You might be watching other families online, wondering why theirs looks so close and easy and joyful. You might feel like everyone has someone except you. But the truth is, so many people feel exactly what you're feeling. They just don't say it out loud. Loneliness in December doesn't mean you're unloved or forgotten. It means you're human, craving connection, belonging, and peace. And it's okay to want those things. It's okay to need comfort. It's okay to admit that this season doesn't feel magical. Maybe this year is just different. You're older, life has shifted, people have changed, traditions don't look the way that they used to. The world feels heavier, and you're simply trying to do the best you can with what you have. Be gentle with yourself. You don't have to force joy. You don't have to fake excitement. You don't have to match anyone's energy. You're allowed to have a complicated relationship with the holidays. You're allowed to feel more than one thing at once. You can be grateful, but exhausted. Hopeful, but overwhelmed. Loving, but hurting. Present, but wishing you could retreat for a while. Mixed emotions don't mean you're doing the season wrong. They mean you are a real person with a real heart. So tonight, let's release the pressure. Let's breathe together. Slowly, deeply, intentionally. In and out. Let your shoulders drop. Let the weight you've been carrying loosen just a little. And let your body unclench from the expectations of the day. You don't have to be cheerful right now. You don't have to be productive. You don't have to be on. You just have to be here, breathing, resting, existing. That is enough. Here's what I want you to remember. You are not behind because your holidays look different this year. You are not failing because you're struggling. You are not weak because you feel emotional. You are not dramatic for needing space or quiet or comfort. This season doesn't define you. Your bank account does not define you. Your family dynamics don't define you. Your grief doesn't define you. And your exhaustion does not define you. You are allowed to experience the holidays in whatever way your heart needs. Maybe that means you keep things simple. Maybe that means you say no. Maybe that means you create new traditions instead of clinging to old ones. Maybe that means you rest more than you celebrate. There is no wrong way to move through this season. There's only the way that protects your peace. And even if this holiday feels heavy, next year doesn't have to. Life shifts, seasons change. Your story is still unfolding in ways you can't see yet. Joy comes back, sometimes slowly, sometimes quietly, but always faithfully. Just because this year hurts doesn't mean your future will. Light returns, hope returns, and you will feel connected, grounded, and steady again. For now, let this be your reminder. You are allowed to take care of yourself. You are allowed to honor your feelings, and you're allowed to set boundaries. You're allowed to find your own version of peace this holiday. You don't owe the world anything. You are doing the best you can, and that's enough. More than enough. So tonight, we're going to close with an affirmation. I do not have to force joy. I am allowed to feel what I feel. This season does not define me. I am safe to rest. I am safe to breathe. And I am doing enough. And if this brought you even a moment of calm, come back next Sunday for the New Year episode. You don't have to walk into this new year alone. We are all in this together.